examine him, Mr. President. Lumabas hearsay. Narinig pa lang niya. Wala pala siyang ebidensya at all. Di niya nakita, di niya narinig, hindi niya nakita yung shabu. Nung unang sabi niya, bodyguard siya, hinahatid siya, malapit siya. Nung sinabi ko, ba't hindi mo na-observan? Eh, sir, hindi man ako dikit sa kanya. Then when I was saying, so it's only because of your perception. Mukha lang pala, parang lang pala, or in Bisaya, murag. No? Murag lang pala. Ano sabi niya? Hindi, sir, alam na alam sa Davao, rinig na rinig. Okay? Sinabi naman po na siya ay smuggler sa port at may hawak ng sasaport sa Davao. But the Secretary of Justice, Secretary de Lima, during that time, investigated this. And she even helped us, Mayor Duterte, or at least it was BR's Commissioner knna who called Mayor Duterte and asked him for help. If they had evidence against Paulo Duterte, why did they file cases? Why did they allow Mayor Duterte to testify in his August hall? Ba't pinabayaan mag-testify as if totoo? Sinabi po nung pinatay daw yung Richard King, and my condolences to the family, it's so hard to get over a killing in the family, but to be brought into the limelight like this and then to add certain circumstances that gives pain to the family. Let me, in behalf of the Senate, with the permission of my colleagues, apologize to their family. Una, sinabi sa McDonald's daw pinatay. Oh, hindi ba, Mr. President, mukha na tayong napakababaw na Senado? Tignan niyo po social media. Punong-puno ng litrato ni Jollibee at ni McDonald's nag-aaway. At sinasabi ni McDonald's, Jollibee, ikaw ang may hawak ng witness na to, no? Pinasabi mo na may patayan dito sa McDonald's. We're being ridiculed. Simply because the witness was not vetted. Simply because hindi mo na pinagawa ng affidavit at hindi mo na tinignan. Sir President, I've never seen a better video of Thriller than that of Michael Jackson. But for 20 years, madami pong gumagaya nun. But may lumabas po ngayon na video na parang zombie, parang Thriller, pero binabaril ng 30 tao supposedly. Supposedly mocking, ridiculing the testimony of Mr. Matobato of the killing of a certain NBI agent, Amisola. And again, to their family, condolences. No? And we're sorry that this is being brought up. Mr. President, the witness claims to be a professional hitman, a professional killer. What is professional? Professional doesn't just mean that you get a card from the PRC. Professional does mean that you pass an exam and you're already a member of the Professional Regulatory Commission. No. Professional means you're the best at your job. 30 kayo, 30 kayo, inubos daw ang laman ng barel. Senator Lacson, ilan ang laman ng usual ng isang magazine? 7. Gawin na lang natin 5-shooter na lang, hindi na 7. Oh, 5-shooter ang ginamit. 150 bullets yun. Professional killers. Hindi mapatay yung papatayin nila. Kaya dumating pa daw si Duterte na may 2 magazine. Sir President, look at the international headlines. You know, Mr. President, who I pity most here? The OFWs. You know why? They are starting to write, they're starting to send messages to these international outlets. In Australia, a brave OFW wrote to the 30 and 60 minutes saying that what you have presented is totally unfair. Hindi yan ang nangyayari sa Pilipinas. But the problem is, Mr. President, these OFWs need the foreign media, need the host media of where they are. Because they also need protection as migrant workers. Yet they are forced to stand up to protect the integrity of their president and their nation because it is being falsely pictured. And where is that falsity emanating from? From this August hall. Next slide, please. Sir President, with all due respect, anyone can file a resolution. There's nothing per se wrong about Senator Trillanes filing resolution number 151. But isn't it obvious? Ito na yung next step. Committee on Justice na naman, DDS na naman. So we know where this is going. I will not mention anymore to you what happened during the hearing because napanood nyo. I will answer questions. I was approached by some of my friends in the Liberal Party and asked, are you accusing all of us? And I told them, no. If you look at my statement, I said there are 2 or 3 senators and 2 of them are liberals. And I even gave their names. And I said, that is my theory. And when I went out, and thank you to Rattler, nakuha nila side view, ang sinabi ko, I don't think the Vice President is involved. That's why if she's offended, that I said that, actually ako dapat ma-offend. Dahil kailangan medyo mag-research ng konti yung kanyang mga media people. Because I did not say she was involved, but by force of law, pag matanggal ang Pangulo, ang Vice President upo. And many plots around the world does not include the Vice President. It just happens, and people close to the successor will be the one doing this, no? And Mr. President, that was not my only theory. Review the hearing. Ang tinanong ko sa witness, ano ba gusto mo mangyari? Pag nangyari to, sabi niya, para malaman buong Pilipinas. O hindi ba matatanggal siya bilang Pangulo? Oo. O, sino magiging Vice President? Ang Vice President po natin magiging Presidente. O, sino ba galit sa Pangulo? Hindi ba drug lords galit sa Pangulo? Hindi ba ang oligarchs na pinangalanan ng Pangulo galit sa kanya? Hindi ba ang drug lords ang illegal gambling lords galit na rin dahil susunod sila? So, Mr. President, I named several groups that want the President out. And there's no denying that. No? That's why I was testing my theory there. And I stand by it. But I did not make false accusations. Many of the people in the Liberal Party are close friends. And I will not generalize. In fact, ang kadibati ko, si Senator Trillanes, ay kapatido ko. Di ba? But I said, that's obviously Senator De Lima and obviously Senator Trillanes is part of this. Next slide. Sir President, may I just emphasize, hindi lang po siya ang kalaban ng ating Pangulo. He has launched the war on poverty. Yung pong ENLO na gusto ng maraming mga negosyante. Nandito si Joel Villanueva, trying to make sense, trying to talk to everyone, the labor unions, Palas, the businessmen on how to have a law that will satisfy everyone. Many of the oligarchs help the country, some of them do not. Some of these oligarchs have launched things to discredit the president. Some of them are now donating left and right to help the president. War against crime, illegal drugs, and corruption. The president has already announced that the DOJ is already looking into many matters involving politicians in corruption. And last, the war on war, or the quest for lasting peace. Here and abroad, many are not comfortable that members of the left or the communists are in the cabinet. That is the reality. Hindi ko pa nalagay dyan yung war on illegal gambling na in-announce ni Chief PNP Bato de la Rosa. So, Mr. President, there are many more that I can name. Next slide. But look at the initial reaction of some business groups and some people. People even want to invest. We are in a different situation now. It is totally different from what we experienced in the past. Commenting on the confidence in Duterte's war against drugs. Next slide. Philippines Star Global. 13 top business groups to help rebuild rehab centers. Next. These are some of the things being done while we're talking about this. Duterte ordering the cutting of red tape. Duterte asking the chief presidential legal to find out how we can distribute the 71, but that's almost 100 billion Coco levy funds or make use of it. Dole to impose a moratorium on ENDO. Next slide. Executive Order on FOI. An EO on agri-land conversion moratorium. Even the Supreme Court has moved so that there will be more courts to handle drug cases. These talks are seeing the light of day. Next slide. Mr. President, in the end, we might all lose these wars. But the biggest loser will not be Duterte. It will be the economy, the political institutions, and the entire nation. So why sit by and just watch? Why allow our institution to be used that way? There are 24 senators here. There are 30 committees. Senator De Lima is a very talented senator, a very experienced lawyer, an efficient public servant. She can handle so many other committees, Mr. President. But Mr. President, allow me to appeal to this august body. Gusto ba natin pagkausap natin mga sekretary, eto na lang pinag-uusapan natin? Kausap natin mga foreigners, eto na lang pinag-uusapan? Or do we want to talk about building bridges, building subways, building railroads, no? Building homes, finding the latest in drug rehab, no? Upgrading our technical skills, finding money for K-12 para mag-succeed. Siguro sabihin ng iba, Sir President, Alan, we're colleagues here, we're all doing that. Yes. But please admit to me, every time you talk to a secretary or a foreigner or an ambassador, you start by asking how's the president, he's a powerful guy, this drug war, etc. Parating dun muna napupunta eh. Because ito ang ginagawang front and center eh. Nakita niyo na ba sa Time Magazine, The Economist or CNBC that business is so enthusiastic and upswing? Mr. President, I went to Senator Recto because I am a fan of the way he does research and I believe he is the economic guru of the Senate. And Moody's is coming to the country as well as other groups to reassess, to find out opinions, etc. And Senator Recto told me, Alan, don't forget political risk. Lahat itong ginagawa abroad is trying to show people na malaki ang political risk sa Pilipinas. So kung ikaw ay gagawa ng planta ng kotse, pwede ka sa Vietnam, pwede ka sa Malaysia, pwede ka sa Thailand, sa Pilipinas, ay wag na sa Pilipinas, baka magkagulo eh. May atmosphere of impunity. Kung ikaw ay pharmaceutical na dati sa France ka gumagawa, and then ayaw mo sa China for some reason, Vietnam, India, or Philippines, wag na sa Pilipinas. Kasi magulo doon eh. That is the implication. So with tourism, Mr. President, Thailand gets 10 million Chinese tourists. We get 500,000. There are neighbors. I will not share with you all the statistics. Senator Dick Gordon is the expert in tourism. And he will tell you all of these factors that have to all come together for tourism to be successful. But you ask him, are these news reports helpful? And remember, tourism, for every 2 tourists, 1 job is created in the Philippines. So how many jobs have we lost? Because in the last 2 months, instead of giving the president a honeymoon period, instead of focusing on extrajudicial killings, we are focusing on him. Last slide, Mr. President. Last slide. Next slide, please. So that's the last slide, Mr. President. I submit to this august body. But this time, Mr. President, last time I asked you to think about it. May I humbly ask that we act upon it today, if possible, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. The Majority Leader. Mr. President, I recognize Senator Pacquiao for purposes of interpellation is recognized. Mr. President, I move that the chairmanship of the members of the Committee on Justice be declared vacant.
Mr. President, may I have a 1-minute suspension, Mr. President?
Before we move to the tribune, just to point out that under the rules, you cannot declare as vacant the chairmanship of a committee. There is no rule that allows that.
I think the motion encompasses the entire membership, Senator.
I thought, well,
Yes, sir.
clarify.
Mr. President,
Maybe read the motion again, Mr. President.
What? Sorry?
the motion, can we restate the motion? I thought also you were interpolating.
I move that the chairmanship and members of the Committee on Justice be declared vacant.
That is the motion, and there is a pending motion to suspend. Session is suspended for a few minutes.
Speaker Cayetano's privileged speech, he says people feel safe